Ohio State and Marshall meeting Saturday at noon. In September 2004, 20 years ago, Marshall made its first ever trip to the Horseshoe, and that led to one of the wildest games in Ohio Stadium history, with an ending that cemented one player in particular as a Buckeye legend.
I'm good, bud. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Mike Nugent and Brad Bates have now met exactly twice in their lives.
An O-lineman with you?
Yeah.
2 decades ago, they met here in Ohio Stadium, Marshall's first ever chance to face Ohio State, and they came to Columbus
to win. This could be your Super Bowl, right? This is your time to shine. You know, not just for the Thundering Herd, but for Central Ohio, for what would be considered the small guy.
Bates grew up in Chillicothe and was once recruited by OSU. Brad and his teammates made life tough for the Buckeyes, with OSU leading 21-14 in the fourth quarter. Marshall turned an interception into the game-tying touchdown.
Stan throws the ball, I catch it. All I see is that spot right there. It's all or nothing. Shoe fell off. I got hit, my shoe came off. Like, we put ourselves in a moment to be great.
Marshall later missed a short field goal to take the lead, and with 20 seconds to play, Ohio State had the ball back near midfield, and the best kicker in America in waiting.
This might be that moment. Like, I've never had the walk-off game winner. 21-year-old kid, you have a lot more excitement than nerves, especially if you have a lot of confidence. I feel like I just kind of took that out there on the field.
Nugent faced a 55-yard field goal to save the Buckeyes from overtime. By Mike's standards, a makeable distance.
And then as soon as I seen it leave his foot and got over top, I was like, oh no.
It started off just dead center, but when you hit a little bit high on it, if my hand is the ball, I hit a little bit high on it, it starts to go a little back and forth. That means you absolutely destroyed it. When you see a ball go back and forth, you killed it. I was like, okay, I hit it good. Distance is not a factor, and it's dead on. I'm like, I made it, oh my gosh. And then this thing just goes, moves over. I'm like, I was like, I missed it. I pulled it. It went left. It double broke and went left. And the last second, it just goes and just snuck inside the left.
My heart sank. I think I hated everybody in the stadium.
Finished the kick, and then I kind of saw my teammates, and I went for it a little bit here, and then just kind of got brought this direction.
As the wild celebration lingered, Bates stepped away from his teammates and did something both players have remembered for 2 decades.
It's not very often do you see something like that to end a game.
Mm-hmm.
From an opponent's standpoint, it's like, why not appreciate that moment and come up to you and give you your flowers, so to speak?
To have that respect from your peers is just like you coming over and making a moment like that. It's just like, we were just kids. And to be able to have that kind of appreciation is just, it goes a long way.
Seeing this all again,
yeah,
and kind of replaying everything. I mean, anytime I've been here, it always brings me back to that moment.
Now, wow. Ohio State, believe it or not, has only had one other walk-off game-winning field goal since that kick 20 years ago. That kick happened in 2009. Mike obviously had a great NFL career.
Oh, my gosh.
He now lives in Columbus here locally, obviously goes to games all the time. Brad Bates, by the way, still lives in Chillicothe, doing great, got a great business career, but he's going to be on the field.
Oh, I love it.
For Saturday.
That's wonderful.
For the first time since that. It's going to be so fun to watch all that unfold.
The entire story is fantastic. I love it. I just have to point out, though, we talk about how amazing Mike Nugent was in his career. That perspective where he's standing on the field and it's so
the goalposts are that
narrow.
narrow.
Oh, my gosh. Amazing. Amazing.
Back right after this.